So, when last we met, I had started crocheting with my faithful big fat crochet hook, not those little itty bitty ones, and I was making garland out of, wait, hold on, some ribbon yarn. So, that's what I did yesterday while I was watching TV later in the evening. And so, I was watching Vikings. Now we have, let's see, about 10 feet of garland. No, it's more than I thought I'd done. Okay. And of course with Christmas garland, everybody's got their own way of doing it, but generally drape it around and up and down and back and forth and so on and so forth. Oop, and I go up a little more and under. Can go up some more and around I go. It can be a little, let's see, drapey. If that looks better. So, around. Like I say, this is one of those basic, quick and easy kind of things, because the point of holidays, whether you're doing this as a Yule tree or a solstice tree or anything else, is of course to have a nice holiday and not be stressed and making yourself crazy because you have this 10-mile long list of things that you think you ought to be doing. Well, there we go. And that actually, oh, there's a big gap in the back, but that's a great deal of the front of the tree. So, since there's a big gap in the back part, I will keep going. And under, and over, and under, and back and forth, and around and around we go. There. Yeah, could be hanging a little, since I'm coming to the lower branches, and I have plenty more garland that I made. There's no need to wrap it tightly. It can just be nice and loose. Yeah. Not look like this was decorated by the Grinch. So, it goes in there. That goes over, under, over, and under, and here's a bit more. And now we're coming back around to the front. There's the star. I can just tuck the end of the garland in there. And I have my raggedy chiffon, which I want to somehow use to wrap around this. It'll be a little bit more festive than with the burlap sack look. I'm sorry for those of you who are burlap fans, but that just doesn't cut it for me. Not festive enough looking. So. Don't want to bunch it up too tightly. It looks so good, but. Now, let's take another piece of ribbon, or in this case, a piece of fabric cut on the bias that I have sitting here on my work table from a different project, and here, tie it. I'm not going to do a fancy bow because that's not actually going to be seen. It's in the back. So, scooch this around a little so there's more drapiness toward the front. There. And that is basically, as I mentioned, a super quick, let's freshen up an old pooped mini Christmas tree and make a nice new fancy looking one out of it. Yeah. Garland a little more here, there. So, what do you think? Because it didn't take a whole lot of time, and because it's a little bit of metallic ribbon yarn, it does catch the light a bit, so there's a little bit of bling, just not too much, and this has got a bit of gold in the copper wire too. So, that's all.